Is a
She's
documentary.
everywhere.
Is a
Cal Blue is everywhere, man.
Yeah, is a documentary filmmaker and a researcher at U of H.
Yeah.
And so she pulled together this committee, and we have an outstanding committee of community people in the arts, people in architecture, professionals, some retirees, etc. And so what we've been trying to do is to, as I say, bring up Ryan. And so the three UH architecture students have come up with a design for an art gallery. It's for the use of Ryan, but also for community use, all just to get the community involved with Ryan. But an art gallery, think of that. And we're going to have a computer kiosk that will be showing some of the oral histories that have been collected. So during this semester, that's the number of things that have been going on. The projects are the Texas Historic Landmark Project, the architectural designs to come up with an art gallery. We've had some UH graduate students doing oral history projects, interviewing former Yates and Ryan students. And this is something that people can come in, look at, and learn about Third Ward, learn about Ryan, learn about Yates. And it's all, once again, to the for the success of Ryan, trying to put the spotlight on Ryan, bringing Ryan up. And it's doing two things. We all should benefit from it. U of H should benefit from it, Ryan should benefit from it, and Third Ward should benefit from it.
All right. Well, we're talking to Napoleon Johnson. He's one of the first bunch of black reporters that worked at KPRC. And on April the 28th, that's Tuesday, April the 28th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the University of Houston School of Architecture Atrium. There's going to be free parking because we're going to have an event that's going to really highlight just what we've been talking about. Right. The great history of Ryan, which is called Ryan Middle School. Many don't know that used to be JY.
That's right.
Jack Yates High School. And it was the beginning of what you know today as the great University of Texas Southern. Right there at that. Now, the class in 1958, now, brother, come on. Was that really your class?
Yes, that was my class.
Man, you must be putting shoe polish in your hair or something, brother. I got more gray hair than the law allowed, brother. 1958, brother, you have, man, you must got something in your jeans, brother. You must, like a portrait of Dorian Gray or something at your.
No, I've got God in my jeans.
You got God in your jeans? There you go. That's what I'm talking about. He's eternal, isn't he? The life giver, man. We sure appreciate that. But this is very important because I feel that history. Those who don't know their history are destined to not only repeat it, but to have it wiped out. I think this is a very important benchmark.
It is. Third Ward has a great history. It has back in the 20s when Houston, I think the size of Houston doubled. Houston was like the third largest city in Texas, and after World War I, it became the largest city in the South, and that also meant more African Americans poured into Houston. They were part of that population boom. You had both Fourth Ward and Third Ward as commercial, cultural centers for African Americans. But Third Ward somehow became, I think, the cultural center. People began to move from Fourth Ward, from other places, other wards in Houston, to Third Ward.
You don't say nothing about Fifth Ward, I get beat up on, brother. You better mention that nickel, brother.
Third Ward began to grow. That meant you needed more schools, and so Jack Yates was built. And a lot of important people passed through Jack Yates. We had a lot of professionals, a lot of good people who graduated from Jack Yates, and then later Ryan. And so the history of Third Ward is interconnected with the growth of Jack Yates and Ryan.
Okay.
And it's a story worth telling.
I see my phone lighting up. Look, all you Phyllis Wheatley folk and Booker T. Washington High, look, I ain't starting nothing. This is a JY product, and you get your turn. Come on here and you do a film documentary about your school. But anyway, this will be, again, we're going to be on Tuesday, April the 28th from 6 to 8 p.m. This is a great presentation. It's going to take place at the University of Houston Architecture Atrium. It's free parking. Go to U of H lot 16B off of Elgin after 5 p.m. This event is free. Now, if you want more information, you can contact 713-743-4019. Again, that phone number is 713-743-4019. Or you can email Sarah, Sarah, at tlc2.uh.edu. I'll give it to you again. Sarah at tlc2, the number 2, .uh.edu, or call this phone number again, 713-743-4019. That's Tuesday, April the 28th, 6 to 8 p.m. at the University of Houston School of Architecture. And you've been listening to the great, eternal, young-looking Napoleon Johnson, and a JY graduate. One, thank you for being with us today.
God bless you, sir.
Pleasure
to meet you.
The pleasure is mine, brother. And thank Carl for working to get that interview going. Mr. Democrat himself. Lord have mercy. Thank you. All right. We'll take a break. When we come back, we got more in store. We got more Connected Dots. Let's go on with it. Stay tuned. We got UMass Akela coming up.
Houston, this is where we connect the dots.